In 2022, Cadillac is most known for the Escalade, and when it comes to full-size luxury SUVs, they've certainly become the go-to option. However, what about the compact crossover segment? While this price range is dominated by European and Japanese brands, can an American manufacturer prove to be a worthy option if you're interested in going against the flow and not choosing a BMW or Lexus? The XT5 has been with us for some time now, quietly enjoying relative success here in the US by having an affordable starting price and, most importantly, being family friendly and comfortable to drive. But is it the right luxury crossover for you? Well, here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2022 Cadillac XT5. One of the advantages the Cadillac XT5 has over the competition is its size. Compared to the BMW X3 and Audi Q5, the XT5 is 3 to 5 inches longer and is marginally wider, and it could be debated as to whether it's truly a compact crossover or not. What can't be disputed is that thanks to the larger exterior dimensions, Cadillac can claim to be one of the more practical and accommodating vehicles in this class. Taking a look at the second row, not only are passengers going to have better shoulder room inside the XT5, but since there's no center hump, it's quite possible to fit a third person in the center. And with the higher roofline, everyone should be comfortable. Due to its length, legroom shouldn't be an issue either, which we can't say for some rivals. Then for rear cargo space, you'll have right around 30 cubic feet of room behind the second row seats, which is on par with the BMW X3 and Volvo XC60. You can easily load up the XT5 with bags of luggage if you're going on a weekend road trip. And overall, this is where Cadillac becomes appealing in this market. With the Cadillac XT5 being in a crowded market, it can be easy to get lost in the shuffle. And yet somehow this American luxury crossover has been able to stay relevant throughout the years, having only experienced some minor cosmetic alterations. Noticeable for the 2022 model, and this is becoming common for all vehicles in the lineup, is the lack of horizontal chrome accents for the grille, and instead wearing a chainmail-like design that quite frankly brings a classy persona to this crossover. Adding to the upscale look is Cadillac's signature LED headlight design, with the DRLs and turn signals running vertically to integrate into the lower portion of the front bumper. Possibly holding the XT5 back is the fact that it does share platforms with the Chevy Equinox, and from some angles, the similarities can quickly be pointed out. However, Cadillac's main selling point for their compact crossover isn't outstyling rivals or being the head turner, even though the XT5 still has a modern road presence. Instead, this vehicle's purpose is to impress you with its interior and driving characteristics, which leads us into number 3 on our list. Discussed quite a bit on the channel is what the true definition of luxury is today, or what's the modern interpretation when it pertains to the automotive world. Most luxury crossovers have taken on the persona of being comfortable, but also sporty, where on the occasion you can have some fun on back roads. But there aren't a lot of vehicles that come with soft suspensions, a relaxing driving experience, and embody the old school style of being overly plush and opulent. Now, it would be a stretch to say that the Cadillac XT5 incorporates all these traits into the ride quality, but it does have a more laid-back on-road demeanor where there's going to be body roll, and that the term dynamic will never cross your mind when getting behind the wheel, even with the V6. What the XT5 does well is being a step above non-luxury crossovers, where you'll immediately notice the better refinement compared to a Chevy Equinox or Toyota RAV4. When going over imperfections in the road, you're not going to get thrown around, and with the V6, you'll have the ability to get on the highway safely, while also having more power to put down when you're accelerating. Despite Cadillac aiming to take on the Germans head-on, you're going to find that the XT5 resembles Lexus and Volvo products in regards to driving style, and that's not a bad thing at all, but don't expect it to feel like an Alfa Romeo Stelvio or a BMW X3 where steering is heavier and responsive and the suspension is firm. It's strictly a luxury vehicle, and arguably it's one of the last crossovers in this segment to prioritize ride comfort instead of being sporty. This segment is no stranger to tech-filled cabins, especially if you've considered an Audi Q5, Mercedes-Benz GLC, or a Volvo XC60. But if you're the type of buyer not interested in interacting with an in-depth head unit, and you prefer traditional analog gauges over the digital displays now found in most crossovers these days, then the XT5 might be one of the vehicles you should take a closer look at. When stepping inside, you're greeted by a good mix of modern tech that blends well with the physical buttons found on the dashboard and center console. And compared to some rivals that have a similar layout, Cadillac leans more towards being intuitive rather than confusing. Of course, you have a touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, with the option to receive onboard navigation. But it's the rotary dial, touchpad, and quick access buttons that not only mimic BMW's iDrive 7 system, but also allows you to access different menus without reaching for the screen. In addition to the convenience of the cabin, the power-adjustable heated and ventilated leather seats that were equipped on our model provided the comfort and support you expect from a luxury crossover. While the XT5 may be showing its age, for some buyers this vehicle is offering quite a bit, particularly for those who are upgrading from an older sedan and desire more interior space and overall practicality. Sometimes you stumble upon a crossover that rightfully deserves being passed up on, whether it has anything to do with its lack of practicality or is just not providing the best of value for its price range. The Cadillac XT5, even in 2022 and showing its age, is a very underrated option for buyers, and where this crossover stands out is with its luxury-first approach to the driving dynamics. But also, since it's larger than the competition, the XT5 is more family-friendly. While you can offer a performance suspension and Brembo brakes with the sport trim, you may find paying close to $60,000 a bit unjustifiable. And that's why the premium luxury is a nice sweet spot where you can either go with a 4-cylinder engine or V6 to fit your driving style. Even better for buyers who want more of a traditional cabin, the technology is not going to leave you confused, and in fact is the right balance for someone hopping into a luxury vehicle for the first time. All in all, it's a unique alternative to European and Japanese competitors, and at the very least is worth taking a look at. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2022 Cadillac XT5. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying an XT5 or any other luxury compact crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.